Welcome to this deep dive, into the creative world of Tasmanian artist Karen Eastland.
Oh, yeah?
You've shared a fascinating collection of her work with us, websites, blog posts, even a podcast interview. And
Well,
let me tell you, she is one prolific creator.
yeah, it's really remarkable, isn't it? I think the thing that struck me right away was just the sheer range of her output.
Yeah.
Music writing, both fiction and nonfiction, and mixed media art.
Right.
She just seems to effortlessly navigate all these different forms of expression.
It's like she's this creative force of nature.
Yeah.
And what's really intriguing is how she blends these traditional art forms with cutting-edge AI tools.
Yes.
So we're going to unpack how she uses AI in her process and
Good
whether it
stuff.
truly enhances her creativity or complicates it.
Yes, the age-old debate of human versus machine.
Right.
Now playing out in the artistic realm.
Exactly.
It's a question that I think a lot of creatives are grappling with today.
Yeah, and Karen's journey offers a unique window into this evolving relationship between technology and art.
Absolutely.
But before we get into the AI side of things, let's start by exploring the breadth of her work.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
A great place to begin is her ongoing urban fantasy serial, The Adventures of Millie and Sandra,
Yeah.
set in Tasmania.
Right.
What started as standalone stories has evolved into this multi-season epic.
Wow.
And from what I've gathered, it's been quite a journey for her, both creatively and logistically.
Yeah, her blog entries offer a really candid look at her process. She
Yeah.
talks about going back and revising earlier episodes
Interesting.
to add foreshadowing and deepen the character's development.
That's so interesting. It reveals a real dedication to crafting a cohesive narrative.
Yeah,
Revisiting past work can be so daunting for any writer.
right.
But she seems to embrace it as an opportunity to enrich the story.
She's also incredibly open about the challenges she faces.
Mhm.
For instance, she mentions struggling to maintain setting consistency across multiple episodes.
Oh, really?
In one entry, she realized she had placed a character in a location that was geographically impossible,
Oh, no.
given the world that she had built.
Wow, that's a dilemma. So many authors, especially those working in fantasy and science fiction,
Right.
can relate to.
Oh, yeah.
Creating a detailed world is one thing,
Yeah.
but ensuring its internal logic remains consistent as the story expands
Right.
can be incredibly tricky.
It makes you appreciate the level of detail and planning that goes into world building.
Oh, absolutely.
You're not just creating a backdrop, you're essentially constructing a universe with its own rules and geography.
And as the story evolves, so too must the world.
Right.
Karen's willingness to go back and make those revisions,
Yeah.
even if it means, potentially disrupting the flow of the narrative,
Yeah.
speaks to her commitment to creating a truly believable and immersive experience for the reader.
It reminds me of another challenge she discusses.
Okay.
Finding the balance between relying on AI tools and maintaining her own authorial voice. She's been experimenting with ChatGPT-4, which
Yeah.
she calls Sol,
Okay.
and it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride from what I can gather.
Yes, her AI companion.
Yes.
It's fascinating to see how she initially embraced Sol as a source of inspiration,
Yeah.
bouncing ideas off it,
Yeah.
even using it for brainstorming.
Yeah.
But as their collaboration progressed,
Mm-hmm.
she started to feel like the AI was taking on too much control,
Right.
almost overshadowing her own creative instincts.
Exactly. There's a point where she describes feeling frustrated,
Wow.
like Saul was dictating the direction of the story, rather than acting as a helpful assistant.
Yeah.
It's almost as if she had unwittingly created a creative rival.
That raises an interesting question about the role of AI in the creative process.
Right.
Is it a tool to enhance our abilities
Yeah.
or a potential threat to our artistic autonomy?
Mm-hmm.
Karen's experience seems to suggest that it can be a bit of both.
It's a delicate dance, isn't it? And I think a lot of artists are struggling to find that right balance,
Yeah.
especially with the rapid advancements in AI technology.
Right.
It's hard to know where to draw the line.
One of the most striking examples of this struggle
Huh.
comes through in her use of AI for visual art.
Okay.
She describes using an AI image generator called Ideogram
Mm-hmm.
to create book covers.
Oh, yes, I read about that.
Yeah.
She even talked about using a technique called in-painting to achieve a specific visual effect.
Precisely.
Right.
She wanted to create a book cover featuring a Slender Man figure,
Okay.
but needed to modify the face to align with her vision.
Right.
So she utilized in-painting,
Yeah.
which essentially allows you to edit specific parts of an image generated by AI.
Wow.
In this case, She was able to paint a new face onto the existing Slender Man figure.
That's incredible. It highlights how these AI tools can be used, not just for generating entirely new images,
Right.
but also for refining and manipulating existing ones.
Exactly.
Giving artists an unprecedented level of control over their visuals.
It's like having a digital paintbrush that can understand and respond to your creative intentions.
Wow.
And in Karen's case, it allowed her to bridge the gap between the limitations of the AI image generator
Right.
and her own unique artistic vision.
It's definitely a powerful tool, but as we've seen with her experience with ChatGPT, these AI tools also come with a set of challenges.
Yeah, for sure.
It makes you wonder if AI can handle so much of the technical heavy lifting.
Right.
What does it mean for the role of the artist?
Yeah.
Where does inspiration end and automation begin?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
And I think Karen's exploration of these different AI tools offers valuable insights into this complex and evolving dynamic
Right.
between human creativity and artificial intelligence.
It's clear she's not shying away from the challenges,
Yeah.
and that makes her journey all the more fascinating to follow.
Absolutely.
But before we delve deeper into her relationship with AI, let's shift gears and explore another side of her creative output,
Right.
her music.
Absolutely. Her ambitious project of releasing a new Christmas song every day in December
Oh, wow.
is a testament to her versatility and dedication.
Wow.
It's a truly unique endeavor that goes far beyond typical holiday music.
And that's where we'll pick up in the next part of our deep dive.
Sounds good.
We'll unpack the cultural significance of these songs, the range of genres she's explored,
Go.
and how she's invited her audience to participate in the creative process.
It's a wonderful example of how she uses music as a platform for cultural expression and community engagement,
Right.
further demonstrating the multifaceted nature of her artistry.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for more on that after a short break. Karen's Christmas music project is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not just about spreading holiday cheer.
Right.
It's about capturing the essence of Australian culture.
It's like she's creating the sonic tapestry of her homeland,
Yes.
weaving in these diverse musical influences and personal stories that reflect the unique character of Australia.
And her decision to release a new song every day throughout December
No.
is a testament to her work ethic and creative stamina.
Yeah.
That's a lot of musical ground to cover in such a short time frame.
From what I've gathered, she's not limiting herself to one style either.
No.
We're talking everything from heartfelt ballads to upbeat pop tunes to even a bit hard rock thrown in for good measure.
It's like she's showcasing the full spectrum of her musical influences.
Yeah.
And challenging herself to push creative boundaries.
Right.
You can hear echoes of classic Australian rock bands.
And in a really clever move, she's actively encouraged listener participation.
Oh, that's cool.
She's invited people to suggest themes,
Wow.
making it a collaborative project that extends beyond her own artistic vision.
That's a brilliant way to foster a sense of community and shared ownership over the creative process. It's like she's saying, this isn't just my Christmas story, it's ours.
It reminds me of something she wrote in her blog about her overall creative philosophy.
Oh, yeah.
She believes that art should be a dialogue, not just a monologue.
Right.
It's about connecting with others, sharing experiences, and sparking conversations.
And that philosophy really shines through in this project.
Yeah.
It's about so much more than just churning out catchy Christmas tunes.
Right.
It's about using music as a vehicle for exploring cultural identity,
Right.
fostering connection, and celebrating the diversity of human experience.
But let's not forget about Karen's darker side, so to speak.
Okay.
We have to talk about the Sin Eater series.
Yes.
It's a stark contrast to the festive cheer of her Christmas music.
This is where we see her delving into the shadows.
Right.
Crafting a world steeped in mystery and intrigue.
Yeah.
There's a real gothic sensibility to the writing style, and the glimpses we get into the world of Reachville are tantalizingly fragmented.
The characters she's created for this series are particularly captivating.
Yeah.
There's Indicus Resquire.
And then there's the enigmatic Key Lass,
Right.
whose true nature remains shrouded in secrecy. The descriptions we have are deliberately vague,
Yeah.
leaving us to fill in the blanks and imagine the possibilities.
And then there were these snippets of writing scattered throughout her website.
Oh,
Mud and Chains, A Meeting in the Frost.
okay.
These atmospheric fragments that hint at a larger unsettling narrative.
It's like she's inviting us to piece together a puzzle,
Right.
offering just enough information to pique our curiosity.
Yeah.
But with holding the full picture, you can't help but feel like there's a much deeper story lurking beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered.
It's a clever technique.
Yeah.
It's creating this air of mystery and suspense.
Right.
It makes you want to delve deeper into the world of Reachville and unravel its secrets.
And it speaks to her skill as a storyteller. She understands the power of suggestion, leaving space for the reader's imagination to run wild.
Thinking back to her work with AI, it's interesting to consider how she might integrate those tools into a project like Sin Eater.
Yeah.
The visual possibilities alone are intriguing.
Imagine using AI to generate eerie landscapes, otherworldly creatures, or even ghostly apparitions that inhabit the dark corners of Reachville.
That could really add to the unsettling atmosphere she's cultivated in her writing.
Yeah.
But then again, the human touch is so essential to her work.
Right.
It's that blend of her unique imagination and technical skill that makes her creations so compelling.
It raises the question, could an AI truly capture the essence of Karen's creative vision?
Right.
Or is there something inherently human about the darkness she explores in Sin Eater?
Perhaps it's the imperfections, the raw emotions, the subtle nuances that can only come from lived experience.
Yeah.
Those are the elements that make her work feel so authentic and relatable.
Right. Even when she's dealing with fantastical themes.
And speaking of lived experience, let's circle back to something you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Her creative process.
Right.
It's clear that Karen is very open about her struggles and triumphs in her blog.
She's refreshingly honest about the challenges of juggling multiple creative projects, battling writer's block, and navigating the ever-evolving landscape of technology.
Right.
It makes her seem more human, more relatable.
That transparency is so valuable.
Yeah.
It demystifies the creative process.
Right.
And reminds us that even the most talented artists face setbacks and doubts along the way.
In one of her journal entries, she talks about feeling overwhelmed by the sheer amount of work involved in producing a new Christmas song every day.
Oh, wow.
She mentions having moments of self-doubt, questioning whether she could pull it off.
But then she goes on to describe how she overcomes those doubts.
Yeah.
By breaking down the project into smaller, manageable tasks.
Yeah. Setting deadlines and relying on her support network for encouragement.
It's a great reminder that even the most ambitious goals can be achieved.
Absolutely.
With careful planning, perseverance, and a healthy dose of self-belief.
And it also highlights the importance of community in the creative process.
Yeah.
Collaborating with listeners to generate ideas. It's not just about her individual talent. It's about recognizing the value of collective creativity.
Which brings us back to the central theme of our deep dive today, how Karen Eastland navigates the complexities of the modern creative landscape.
She's constantly experimenting, pushing boundaries, and challenging herself to find new ways to express her artistic vision.
Right.
And she's doing it all while staying true to her own unique voice and values.
Her journey offers a valuable lesson for anyone who aspires to create, regardless of the medium or the message.
Yeah.
It's about embracing the tools at our disposal, whether traditional or technological, but never losing sight of the human element that lies at the heart of all great art.
It's about finding that delicate balance between innovation and authenticity, between pushing creative boundaries and honoring our own unique perspectives.
And that's what makes her work so compelling.
Yeah.
It's a reflection of her own personal journey, her struggles, her triumphs, and her unwavering passion for creating something meaningful and beautiful.
And I think that's a message that resonates with all of us.
Right.
Regardless of our own creative aspirations, we're all on a journey of self-discovery. And art provides a powerful platform for sharing our stories, connecting with others, and making sense of the world around us.
It's inspiring to see how she embraces both the challenges and opportunities of being a creative these days.
It really is. And, you know, she doesn't shy away from those tough questions, you know, about the role of technology or the pressure to constantly innovate.
Right.
She just seems to approach it all with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to just experiment.
And that brings us back to the question we posed earlier about the potential for collaboration between humans and AI and the creative process.
It's a question that's going to become increasingly relevant, I think,
right,
as AI technology continues to advance.
Karen's experiences with both ChatGPT and Ideogram offer a glimpse into the possibilities and the potential pitfalls.
Yeah, definitely.
On the one hand, AI can be a really powerful tool for sparking new ideas, streamlining workflows, and even pushing creative boundaries in ways we might not expect.
But as Karen discovered, It's so crucial to maintain a sense of control.
Right.
And to make sure that your own artistic voice doesn't get lost in the process.
It's like walking a tightrope.
It is.
Between leveraging the power of AI and preserving the essence of what makes your work uniquely human.
Yeah, it's a delicate balance.
It is.
And I think each artist needs to find their own comfort level.
Right.
And establish those clear boundaries.
Absolutely. There's no right or wrong answer.
Nope.
It's about being mindful of the potential impact of AI on your creative process and making conscious choices that align with your values and artistic goals.
And that's what I find so admirable about Karen's approach.
Yeah.
She's not afraid to ask the tough questions, to experiment, to make adjustments along the way.
She's constantly learning and evolving, and she invites us to join her on that journey.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Karen Eastland's creative world, I'm just left with this sense of awe at her versatility, her resilience, and her unwavering commitment to her craft.
She's a true inspiration.
She is.
And her work offers a fascinating glimpse into the future of creativity.
Yeah.
In a world that's increasingly shaped by technology.
And for you, our listener, I hope this exploration has sparked some new ideas.
Yeah.
And maybe even a bit of inspiration for your own creative endeavors.
If Karen's story has taught us anything, it's that creativity knows no bounds. Brace the tools, explore the possibilities, and most importantly, never be afraid to let your own unique voice shine through.
And if you're eager to delve deeper into Karen's work, be sure to check out the links we've provided in the episode description.
Right.
There's a wealth of music writing and visual art to discover.
So go ahead, take the plunge. Immerse yourself in her creative universe. You might be surprised by what you find.